Warm greetings to each and everyone watching our presentation. We, Snigdha Saklani and Vanshika Tyagi, students of Chemistry Honours 4th semester, are hereby
Introduction. What is milk? Milk is a white liquid food produced by mammary glands of mammal. Milk contains including calcium and proteins, as well as lactose and saturated fat. As an agricultural product, dairy milk is collected from farm animals, mostly cattle. India was the world's largest producer of milk, contributing to 31% of global milk production. This is of 2024.
Now let's move forward towards composition of milk. As we can see in this table, milk is composed of 86.5% of water, 4.8% of lactose known as milk sugar, 4.5% of fat, 3.5% of proteins, and lastly 0.5% of vitamins and minerals.
Now let's talk about the contaminants of milk. Milk is contaminated by many contaminants including pathogen, microorganisms, adulterants and heavy metals.
What are pathogens? A pathogen is a microorganism, virus, toxin, or radiation that can cause disease. Milk contains many pathogens such as E. coli, Campylobacter, Listeria, and Salmonella. These pathogens can cause stomach pain, diarrhea, fever, and nausea.
Heavy metals in milk. Let's talk about what are heavy metals. Heavy metals are dense, toxic metallic elements that are harmful to humans and environment. Milk contains many heavy metals including lead, mercury and cadmium. These heavy metals can cause vision problem, damage kidney, brain, liver and nervous system, leading to developmental issues in children.
As we can see in this image, this is how we differentiate between natural and synthetic milk. As we can see, natural milk is slightly sweet in taste, whereas synthetic milk is bitter. Both natural and synthetic milk are white in color. Natural milk has no soapy texture, whereas synthetic milk gives us feeling if it is rubbed between fingers.
Now we will talk about what are adulterants. Adulterants are the substances that are added to products, particularly food and beverages, to increase quantity and reduce production cost, often compromising the quality and safety of the product. These can include anything from non-edible materials to low-quality substitutes. Adulteration is concerned in the food industry as it can pose health risks to consumers.
Let's talk about some common adulterants found in milk. Adulteration in milk is a significant concern as it can pose health risks to consumers. Some of the common adulterants found in milk include water, starch, detergents, urea, synthetic milk, formalin, glucose, hydrogen peroxide, and salt.
Now let's move forward towards the main topic of our presentation, that is the detection of these hazardous adulterants in milk. For sampling, we have performed experiment on 4 different brands milk, namely Amul milk, Paras milk, Ananda milk, and Mother Dairy milk. These are the sample we took for our experiment. We have taken 20 milliliters of each brand's milk for our experiment.
The first test we performed was to detect hydrogen peroxide in milk. In order to check milk for the presence of hydrogen peroxide, we took 1 milliliter of milk sample in any test tube, then added 1 milliliter of potassium iodide starch solution to it, then mixed it well with continuous shaking. We then followed the same procedure for rest of the milk sample. Appearance of green color indicated the presence of hydrogen peroxide as adulterant. These were our observations. For Ananda, Paras, and Mother Dairy Milk, the sample turned green, indicating the presence of hydrogen peroxide in it, whereas in Amul milk, no change in color was observed. These were our observations. The sample of milk showed no change in color, whereas the sample of Paras, Ananda, and Mother Dairy Milk turned green. Now let's discuss why companies add hydrogen peroxide to their milk. Hydrogen peroxide acts as a preservative as it inhibits the growth of bacteria and pathogens. Therefore, companies use hydrogen peroxide to maintain milk quality during transportation and storage. Now let's discuss some harmful effects of hydrogen peroxide on the human body. These include irritation in the throat and stomach, nausea, vomiting, stomach pains, cramps, difficulty in breathing, internal burns and ulcers, formation of air bubbles in the bloodstream.
The second test we performed was to detect formalin in milk. To test milk for the presence of formalin, 1 ml milk sample in a test tube. Then we added 5 ml of concentrated sulfuric acid from the side walls without shaking. We followed the same procedure for the rest of the milk samples. The appearance of violet-blue ring at the junction of the two layers indicated formalin. These were our observations. The milk of all the four brands, that is Ananda Milk, Paras Milk, Mother Dairy Milk, and Amul Milk, show the presence of formalin by giving a violet ring at the intersection of the two layers. This is the violet ring that appeared at the junction of the two layers, indicating the presence of formalin present in. Formalin is adamant as it prohibits the growth of bacteria and other microorganisms in milk, therefore extending its shelf life and making it perfect for transport. Now we will discuss some harmful effects of formalin on the human body. It causes irritation in the eyes, nose and throat, coughing and wheezing, nausea and vomiting, irritation and allergic reaction, burning sensation in the eyes, nose and throat, respiratory issues including bronchitis and asthma.
The third test we performed was to detect the presence of additional urea in milk. To detect the presence of additional urea in our milk samples, we took 5 milliliter of any milk sample test tube. We then added 5 milliliter of para-dimethyl aminobenzaldehyde reagent to it, then mixed it well with continuous shaking. We followed the same procedure for all our milk samples. Appearance of distinct yellow color indicated the presence of additional urea, whereas formation of yellow color indicates natural urea. We made the following observations for all our milk samples, that was Mother Dairy and Amul milk. The sample turned slightly yellow in color, which indicated the presence of natural urea in it. This was the slightly yellowish change in color observed in all the four milk samples, which indicated the presence of natural urea in it. Now let's discuss why companies add urea to the milk. Urea is added to the milk to make the milk appear richer in protein. Intake of urea can cause kidney damage, impaired kidney function, intestinal issues like nausea, vomiting, and diarrhea, weakness and fatigue, metabolic disturbances, increased risk of urinary tract infection if consumed.
The fourth test was to detect the presence of nitrate in milk. In order to check the presence of nitrate in milk, we took 10 ml of milk sample in a test tube. Then we added 10 ml of mercury chloride to it. After mixing it well, we filtered the solution using a filter paper. Then we took 10 ml of filtrate in a test tube and added 4 ml of diphenylamine sulfate to it. Then we repeated the same procedure for rest of the milk sample. The appearance of deep blue color indicated the presence of nitrate in milk. As per our observation, all the sample turned blue, indicating the presence of nitrate. This change in color indicated the presence of nitrate in milk. Now let's discuss why nitrate is added to milk. The addition of nitrate in milk helps in its preservation. It provides milk its rich color and flavor. Now we will discuss some harmful effects of nitrate on human body. Consumption of nitrate can cause methemoglobinemia, gastrointestinal issues, respiratory problems, cardiovascular effect, reproductive and developmental effects, increased cancer risk. Our fifth experiment was to detect the presence of benzoic acid in milk. In order to perform our experiment, we took 5 ml milk sample tube, then we added concentrated sulfuric acid and ferric chloride solution drop by drop to it. We mixed the solution really well. The appearance of buff color indicated the presence of benzoic acid, whereas that of violet color indicated the presence of sulfuric acid. Change in color indicates the presence of benzoic acid in milk. Now let's talk about why benzoic and salicylic acids are added to milk. Both benzoic and salicylic acid acts as a preservative. They inhibit the growth of bacteria and fungi in milk. They extend the shelf life of milk and milk products and maintain the quality of milk during storage. Although the addition of benzoic and salicylic acid is illegal in many places due to their health concern issues. Let's discuss some harmful effects of benzoic and salicylic acid on the human body. Salicylic acid causes irritation in the stomach lining, leading to stomach pain and ulcers, nausea and vomiting, allergic reaction, including skin rashes and potential risk of Ray's syndrome in children and teenagers. Benzoic acid causes irritation in the eyes, skin, and respiratory tract, allergic reaction, including asthma and skin rashes, potential toxicity if caused in large quantities.
We sourced our information from these digital libraries. We also took help from Google and Wikipedia.
Thank you for watching our presentation. If you have any questions regarding any topic, you may ask. Thank you.